Hello and welcome to the weather update. It is April 14th, 2020, and it is 7:30 p.m. And we did get to see some sunshine this afternoon, and some skies were again very pretty, as you can see here. Very pretty skies across the area here. Really nice looking skies. Some nice blue sky there. We're seeing a lot of that lately because the air is cleaner because of all the people staying home, less fossil fuel consumption, less driving, stuff like that. So we're going to take a look at the current weather outside right now. And it's 51 at Farmingdale, south wind at 14. And it did warm up when the sun came out. I think we got near 60. We had a north wind, and then it shifted to the south with the sea breeze, and the temperatures dropped from the upper 50s down to the low 50s. Looking at the radar, you could see here that there is some rain moving into the area, and we are going to see some rain moving into the area tonight. This is probably not reaching the ground, but it will later on. Now, I do want to go back to the let's see if I can find this. I'll have to find this. Alright, this is the local storm report, wind and rain reports, and I want to just go over the rain reports from yesterday because have these been updated at all? Yes, they have. So look at that. Let's just focus on Long Island here. These are the rainfall. There's some updated amounts here. So Farmingdale got 1.5 inches. Stony Brook, these aren't really updated as of, it still rained after those times, so I don't know. I think we got closer to 2 inches in many areas of Long Island. 1.5 to 2 inches figure. But like I said, the main issue was the wind. That was the main issue. Oh, you can see there's a graphic here of the below normal temperatures to continue right here. I'm not going to bring that up because don't want to make this weather update too long. I had so many weather updates yesterday. It was ridiculous, but that storm was something. Let's look at the surface here and the pattern, the upper air pattern. Let's first look at the upper air pattern. Actually, I'll look at North America first. And then so the upper air pattern here. Nope, that's not the right one. Yeah, there we go. You can see that we still have that blocking in the North Atlantic and the Greenland area, which is keeping the troughiness in the east, and that troughiness will remain, which means temperatures will be below normal. Flow out of Canada, you can clearly see it right there. Follow the lines from Canada. So yeah, this would have been a great pattern in the winter. We would have had a lot of cold air, but it is April, so we're getting cool air, but not, we would have had really nice Arctic air if we had that pattern in the winter. And it continues. We don't really see a change. Maybe it tries to lift out a little more as we get toward the end of the period, but it's generally below normal conditions with this kind of pattern in place. So let's now go to the CONUS view, and we'll look at the surface and see how this is going to translate at the surface in regards to our weather systems and stuff. So we have a stall front off to the south, so a low is going to ride along it, and you'll see here that we'll get brushed with a little rain, but that should be done, and the sun should be out by afternoon tomorrow, and then maybe a slight little chance of a shower later Thursday with a little disturbance. Friday should be dry, but the evening we have the rain move in. Rain moves in overnight, and maybe if we're lucky it'll wrap up by the afternoon. Maybe. We'll have to see. Otherwise Saturday might wind up being your rainy day. And then Sunday looks a lot better. Then another system comes through. And then we have another high build in to that Tuesday, and then here comes another system for Friday. So just an active pattern with systems, but nothing like what we saw, hopefully. But this looks a little disturbing here. But this is April 24th. This is 10 days away. But if this would have materialized, this could be another soaker. But that's a ways away, and a lot can change between now and then. We know the way the models are. We'll look at the temperature anomalies here, and you'll see lots of blue on the map, which means colder than normal conditions across much of the United States, and that's going to continue. Like I said, we had this pattern flip, and now we're in a cool pattern. It would have been great if we had this during the winter, but we're not having it now. We're having it now. So you'll see a little more red on the map as we get toward the end. But for the next 10 days, at least, expect below normal temperatures across the area. So we'll take a look at this next system that we'll be dealing with overnight. We'll go to the NAM for that. So you'll see here that get brushed by this. It's a weak system. You're probably not going to get all that much rain from it. It'll be a cold rain too. Maybe a couple of flakes mixed in if you're in southern New England, but I don't think we'll see that here. And then it's gone by late morning. It's out of here. So I don't think it'll amount to all that much. Let's see what the totals are here. Maybe a quarter of an inch of rain, probably. Looks like it's a little heavier over the south, over like the Washington D.C. and Baltimore. But other than that, it won't be too much for us. And then we're done by the afternoon. And then you can see that little disturbance comes through Thursday morning, and maybe brings us a chance for shower. And then Friday, we could have rain moving in the evening, and this is actually a lot more progressive with this system than the GFS. It actually has it moving out, and maybe the rest of Saturday being nice. Of course, this is as far as it goes. We would have to go to another model to look at that Saturday system, but you know what? I'm not going to go over that in the weather update, in this weather update, because so much can change between now and then, and there's no sense in it. Let's go back to the GFS and look at the temperatures here. And see what the temperatures will be doing the next couple of days here, because it's going to be cool. So we'll start off again tonight. It's going to go down to probably the low 40s, mid 40s, maybe actually even upper 30s. Now there are some freeze warnings, and that's where you see some freeze, because we've already had the growing season start, and there's some places that will get below freezing tonight and tomorrow morning. Mainly north and the west, where they'll have the clearest skies. We'll have the clouds from that system. Tomorrow, we're probably going to be around 50 degrees. Be a cool day, maybe low 50s. Another cool night for Wednesday night to Thursday. And then Thursday might be a little cooler because we're going to have some more clouds around, so it might be a little cooler that day. And Friday, too, with those clouds rolling in, probably without the sun out and the continued cool air, it'll be cool. And then Saturday looks fairly cool. Again, this is the GFS, so if you have that system with the rain, it would definitely keep the temperatures down, northeast winds. Sunday looks a lot warmer there. Temperatures recovering to the 50s. And then we try to get a warm up going a little bit, but then it gets suppressed again next week. But maybe we'll see some warmer weather next week. But probably not until we see, like I said, we're in this below normal pattern right now with the trough in the east. So I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't expect it. As far as dew points go, humidity is not going to be an issue. I'm just throwing this in here because it does have the wind barbs in here. So you'll see here dew points remain low, and we have mostly north or northwest flows. Saturday has that northeast flow, which would keep us in the really cool, damp air. And this is, again, the GFS, so it's a little different. So we'll look at the skies on the GFS, and we'll see if we can get some clear weather. So GFS moves this out. So the resolution is tough on this, but you can see it probably would clear it out by later in the afternoon with sunshine. Thursday, more clouds around, but not completely overcast. There's still be some not too many clouds. It's Friday that we'll have a lot more clouds, and then Saturday, and then maybe Sunday we could have a sunny day after that. Going in the next week, maybe we get some clear days, but again, this is a ways that far off. So you can't really, go by that. Let's look at the NAM. And again, these are the 18Z models here, the 18Z models. So looking at the NAM here, you will see we start off with clouds, but then it clears out by midday. NAM really clears us out quick. By I would say noon, we're clearing out already, and we could have a mostly clear sky. And then Thursday, a good amount of sunshine too for Thursday. So GFS might be overdoing it with the clouds. Hoping it does. So we'll get some sunshine this week. The next thing, and we'll use the NAM for this too, is the wind as well. We're not going to be having any wind issues tomorrow. We had light winds today. Thursday, fairly light winds too. So no issues with the wind. So that's going to conclude this weather update. I didn't want to make it a long one. So hopefully you got a chance to enjoy the sunshine, and we'll have some more nice days to come. Take care.